stream. It'd be funny.
It would be
If
funny
you're trying
right
to beat
now.
the secret boss,
Right now we're
try
recording.
dodging.
Yeah.
Hey guys, I gotta play the game. Are you proud of me?
I tried dodging. It's hard.
I'm good at dodging.
Huh. We'll see.
I'm not
anyways.
really good at dodging either.
I've seen how you
Anyway,
play, Isaac.
welcome back to the Phantom March. It's Phantom March, the D&D Phantom March. My health is questionable, so if I get really tired in however long that takes, we may cut a little early. Who knows? But for now, we're here, and who is going to give the recap?
I did it last time.
Yeah, do you still have your inspiration?
No, I skimmed it.
Robin,
Oh, yeah.
you're the new one.
Oh,
Why don't you go ahead and give us the recap, Robin?
Oh, okay. It's been 87 years.
I got my notes to help you along.
As far as I remember, we had traveled up to this peak of this mountain, did a whole lot of bullshit with this little I think it was a goblin of sorts, a little goblin man, and his big, beautiful, fantastic, gigantic wife. We had a long conversation with them. Two people fought the gigantic wife, barely left a scratch on her. It was a grand old time. We came back down and we're going to the library right now. And the library has a whole bunch of harpies, which everybody hates, especially me. So, that's all I've got.
Not incorrect.
You missed a bit.
Thanks.
Do you want me to do some
That's
filling
what I
in?
always harp on. That's what I always hope on. Not incorrect.
Who wants to fill in the blanks?
I can do it.
I also have
Unless Beth
notes.
wants to.
Robin, give yourself inspiration.
Yes.
I'll take the second inspiration riding off the back of Robin if that's what it takes.
It's fine.
Also, I will allow you an opportunity to get the inspo if you want it.
Excellent.
Thank you, Julian. Thank you so much.
All right. So, as Robin said, we did meet the big wacky giant Winona. He was the reason we went to do that was because we to get into the library we had to go return a staff that was stolen by some goobers, and we talked to them. They're like, "Hey, we want to use this to be able to get to this spooky cave where there's like secret knowledge that we don't want the harpies to get." And we're like, "Okay, sure, we'll walk you there." We walked there. It went pretty good, all things considered. Farfig pretending to be a rock with his strength, and that worked out really well for him. Good times. Yeah, we had a nice chat. We did some riddles, and when Winona came, Perrin attempted to arm wrestle, and Farfig attempted to fight. And long story short, whatever is in the locked cave of mysteries is something even the God of Knowledge does not want known to the public. So, gotta be some heck of a call-out post in there or something. I don't know.
Ooh, the tea is scorching.
And then we were like, "Hey guys, you guys with the staff, do you want to fight this giant?" And they were like, "No." And then we're like, "Okay, we're taking it and heading back to the harpies. Bye." And then we did that. Also, we met this weird bird along the way. What's this thing?
Huh?
Fake harpy.
Oh yeah, the fake harpy.
Yeah.
Little Birdman.
Not what I
All
am.
right, yes, give yourself the second half of that inspiration.
Yippee!
Together we get
also, I don't know if you said it already, but it was not a goblin; it was a kobold.
Yep.
It was a kobold. Yes.
Kobolds are like if lizard folk and goblins did a fusion dance.
Indeed. And his hot fucking storm giant wife.
His big beautiful wife.
Mm-hmm. He had a nimbus.
Yep.
And then we made our way into the library, and there's basically nothing in there apart from like an Asus laptop on a pedestal.
Yeah.
Or something like that.
We did it. We found Google.
Yeah.
We've done it.
All right, but anyway, yeah, welcome to Google. I mean, the Library of Altaria. You are here now.
Welcome to the Apple Genius Bar.
Finally. Apple Labs.
Last time, it is a very odd sight inside. Among these sprawling halls littered and lined with books, and the occasional claw marks and a lot of feathers. and scattered papers. There seems to be a very clear dichotomy going on between the harpies who are much more savage and the harpies who are trying to show some sort of intelligence and try to get them in order. And you are one of the few people that aren't harpies that this place is now open to.
Well,
So could we just go and look around now?
seems like it.
Where do we even begin? There's just so many books here, and oh,
Good question. Also, I'll be right back. I have to use the bathroom.
Oh,
that's crazy.
Okie dokie.
Continue going without me for a bit. No big deal.
Okay. Like, did they give us any instructions for what to do?
It's been a while. Pretty much the idea is y'all are here trying to find out anything on the Phantoms because the Phantoms are behaving very unlike what we have learned within the last 40 years.
Yeah. Oh, I meant like did the harpies give us any instructions for like any rules like that we
don't
can?
steal the books.
Okay, just don't steal the books.
There are books.
Were we
We're the
doing
thie-
anything at the end of last session? I don't remember. I feel like we
I
had
think
done
we
like an
just-
action or something.
I think we were just
I
walking
don't
in.
think so.
Yeah, we were
Okay.
just walking in.
I know what I'd like to do, but if anybody would like to go first.
Farfik would like to temporarily acquire a book without asking for said permission.
But what? Hang on, what?
Yes.
You want a book about asking permission?
No, I will temporarily acquire a book without asking for said
Oh, I
permission.
misheard you. Okay. What are you
That's
doing with
crazy.
this
Well,
book?
I'm just gonna pick up just a random book off the shelf,
All right.
and because
So,
like
Farfig,
Farfik doesn't have
you
much
reach out
experience in.
a mighty hand, clutching a book that you caught out of the corner of your eye. You slip it out from its shelf, and now you have a book.
Awesome. I'm gonna just like
Okay.
flip it to the middle of the book. Is there anything? I don't know. What is in the book? Like what kind of books do they
You just
like have?
happen. You know what? I'm gonna off the top of my head. You picked a book about mountains, and you are now just in the middle of a book about mountains.
Okay, Farfik is just gonna brief it. It's like Farfik sees. Yes.
Is that
Farfik
an interesting book,
understands.
Farfig? Mr. Farfig?
Indeed. Farfik can deduce that this is indeed a book.
Oh,
Incredible.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe.
well, that's
Yeah.
Can
good.
Farfig read?
No, but it does have very pretty pictures.
That's crazy.
Oh, that's.
I'm afraid of his level of intelligence.
You see,
Yeah.
this is a drawing of a rock. But the rock is only 4 inches big.
I don't.
I think
Yeah,
that
I
this is
don't know.
because
Maybe.
it is in a book, Mr. Farfig.
Maybe there's a word phantom hidden in there. Like, there's like some. I heard that there's sometimes code, and then it's like in the middle. You just have to slog through all the boring stuff to get to the good information.
Cassius
see.
does like a little. Cassius does like a little jump to like try and be able to see into the book. It's still at like
Farfik is having
Farfig height.
inspirations of this book. If Farfik
Mr.
puts the first letter of each of the 4 words together, Farfik can deduce that he does not understand this.
Farfig, this is a book about the mountains. I do not know if these phantoms will be in this book about the mountains.
What if this
But what if-
mountain is a phantom? Farfik must then cleave this mountain in twain.
Okay, you keep doing your research on that, Mr. Farfig. I'm going to go over here. Cassius walks over to grab another book as well.
Farfig is now bored of this book, and I've put the book back.
Congratulations,
crazy.
Farfig. You read a book about mountains.
Cool.
Well,
Did
Do I
you
get
really
do I
read-
get like +1 intelligence now
He
for
looked at
being
a
able
book
to read
about
the book?
Farfig,
mountains.
you gain from reading a book about mountains.
Fuck.
You gain exactly 1 point of survival, but only if you're on the top of a mountain.
That's crazy.
Write
That's
that down, write that
amazing.
down. Next
We're
time
on
on a
top
mountain,
of a
do not forget.
mountain.
Write that down. Write that down.
Write that down. Notes
It's
taker.
okay. We're on top of a mountain. We're in the library, but we're on top of a mountain, so it's fine.
Oh.
Now
Does
we're
it
in
have to be the tip top of a mountain?
Yes.
Okay, what if I stand
Okay.
on the roof of this library?
not a
That's
mountain.
basically like a peak.
Is the library a mountain?
Does that count?
Is it a mountain?
I'm seeing peaks of this library in this art. I'm seeing peaks.
I mean, sure, there are peaks, but it is not a mountain. It is a library.
Oh, wow.
Well, all right, fuck. That's fine.
You don't have to read more to figure out what a mountain is.
So true.
That's fine. If I stand on top of a mountain, I can track a squirrel 2,500 feet below me. It's going to take me 48 hours to get to it, at which point it's already fucked off to another continent, but I will be able to do it.
Farfig swears the squirrel was here.
So if I could just jump down the mountain, take like 1,248 damage, but then drop to 1 HP because half orc or something.
That's crazy.
Yo,
That's
yeah, no,
awesome.
I'll totally allow that one.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Just heroic leap. Off the mountain.
Yeah, dude. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
While Farfig is pondering aerodynamics, what are the rest of us up to?
That's a good
I
question.
am-
What are the rest of you
I'm
up
grabbing
to?
another book. I'm grabbing a book
What
as
book
well.
are you
Just some random ass
grabbing,
book. Just some random ass
Cassia?
book. It's just some random ass book.
Oh.
I'm looking in the P section for phantoms.
I was actually gonna do the same thing.
Whoa.
Yeah, no, I was gonna do the same thing. I was literally just gonna go look Phantom.
That's really funny.
Well,
You know what?
as we look
Also
in the
really
P
funny
section,
because I'm also gonna go to the P section, but not for phantoms.
The P stands for parent,
because you
obviously.
have to go to the bathroom.
Yeah. Hey guys. Yeah, hey guys, we all have to go pee.
Oh.
Your parents just come back from the corner where she was just having a casual piss.
Mhm.
It's fine. Back now.
Oh dear. All right. For those of you who are actively looking for phantomy books, why don't you go ahead and roll me an investigations?
Yeah. I'm gonna be doing
Rolling
something else.
investigation.
You know what? That was
mean,
better than I thought.
Sure.
That's
Do you know what? I'll
true.
give it a try because my investigation is shit
I
and I want to have a
got
laugh.
the next 20.
Wow.
I thought that was a 3 for a moment. Oh my god, 13. All right. I'm happy with that.
What do I win?
A green
Let's
number.
see.
Wow, I can't
You
see
win a
it.
goldfish in a bag.
Yay!
That is the phantom. It's the phantom goldfish.
Oh, I thought
I
that
like
would be like
goldfish.
an hourglass.
It's a goldfish with like a CR23 or something. I don't know.
Sketch, did you roll?
Not yet. I'm gonna be looking for other stuff in a bit. So I'm letting the
okay.
Phantom gang
Oh.
do their search
All right,
first.
well then in
Part of
that
the
case,
game.
Ama and Farfig,
Wrong.
you can't read.
Bitch, I understand common. Thank you very much.
That's
Not very
told
well,
me
but
you
I
can't
understand
read.
it.
You can't read.
Yeah, yeah, fair play.
Just 2 minutes
Fair
ago.
play,
No,
yeah.
I don't know what these words are.
I mean, like, you might find some. You found a book that has like looks like it has a ghost on it, and figured that was the closest thing.
You need the picture books.
Oh, that is so close, Mr. Perfect. That is actually a book on ghouls.
Ama, as you're looking, you find some very basic knowledge, not much. And unfortunately, the one thing that you found that looks remotely useful has claw marks on it, and you can't read it.
Aw.
Cassius, you are perusing through the shelves, and as you do, you find a few books that seem to be helpful, and you decide to take them with you. Looking
Woo!
through them, you would find that there's a few things that most people already know about how
Oh.
the phantoms would convert whoever they consume and do one of them, making their armies even bigger. Things that we already knew, how they took over the Shade Forest and the Inky Sea, and really, at first, it seems like you're not getting anywhere that would be any sort of help. However, what
Ooh.
stands out isn't what you find, but rather what you don't find. There is a book that talks about the four generals of the Phantoms, who, in case we have forgotten, is Ismond Bane, also known as the Nightmare. Oh, my notes have stopped loading. That's
Uh-oh.
bad.
What the hell?
Do you want me
That's
to
what I'm
send you
saying.
screenshots of the notes? I got them.
Hold up, it's loading. It's loading. Oh god.
Damn.
All right, here we go. Yeah, so Ismond Bane, the King of Nightmares, Wilderin, who was once just a normal human who turned traitor when he found the true powers of the Phantoms. Empress Shadra, who is currently locked away somewhere in the Infernal Claw, and Glirico, who is dead, but has died several times and came back.
He's waiting on his
Also, Ismond
respawn.
Bane is also dead, as I
course
forgot to
he is.
Must be long.
mention. Hollow would confirm.
Hello.
Hmm?
Nothing.
And you know
I was
that
making a bit.
that Ismond Bane is dead. The general of the one of the generals of the Phantoms.
Uh-huh. I think you forget. I don't know that. Me,
No,
Ramen,
so I was
Robin.
saying Hollow would know.
Oh, Hollow would know.
Is Julian dead?
Julian.
I'm here. I'm waiting to be approached.
Okay, I go up to
Oh
Hollow.
well, hang on. I'm not done my part yet. I'm sorry.
Shit,
I thought
never
you
mind.
said something, and
Casually
that's on me. I thought you
infatuated.
said something, and I'm like, oh yeah, you wanted to no, okay.
No, I made a joke. You said Hollywood, and I said hello, and he went, "Huh?"
Hmm. Anyway, but what stands out is the fact that as you are reading through this book, you see the mention of the second generation. And by looking at it, it seems that whatever this second generation is from thousands of years ago. And then after that, the pages are missing, but they don't look like they were torn out by harpies. Looking around, you've seen what that looks like. It's very messy. These were like cleanly taken out.
I think I go to Amal first, and I go, Miss Amal,
Yeah.
I found a few books about phantoms. I am not sure exactly what it is we are looking for, but this all seems like very standard information. Except this book right here is missing a few pages at the end.
I you know, I saw something similar too, see? And then I'm going to show him my book. And this one has claw marks on it. Do you think maybe if we combine them, it could get the information we're missing?
Perhaps. I think those ones are from these harpies, but this one looks like it was cut up by something else. Like maybe with a blade of sorts.
Uh, that's actually fair. I that's yeah. Maybe I got overexcited, but I wonder why. Maybe is it like for you, it might be someone else. For me, it's probably the harpies, but that's interesting. What information did you read about it in here?
I found. Uh-oh. This is tough for Robin to remember. I
Mhm.
found
It's
a
fine.
whole lot of. It's a whole
You
lot
could
of
just
like basic information. I
you
explain
could
it.
just say you related information. It's fine.
I relay it.
Oh, that's a bunch of words that I don't know. Hey, Hollow.
Mr. Hollow.
I'm like
you
I'm
come
like a
here a
couple
second?
rows down, looking through books. Yes.
Can you come here?
Yeah, do you happen to know these names? Like, this general guy who out of character Corin immediately forgot because I have the memory of a 3-year-old and I don't take notes.
That actually reminds me, I need to open mine. Which one do you need to know about?
What was the name of the guy again, Ray? Is it
I feel like y'all glossed over the part that I said got torn out.
The part's
About
talking
about whatever this second generation means.
Oh yeah, the
oh
second
yeah, the
generation.
second
part.
generation. Yeah, there's also something about the second generation. Like, does that mean
Is,
phantoms have children? Like,
is that something
generation.
that means anything to me? Out of character.
It could. Hello, I would like you to give me a religion.
Religion. Where is religion? Religion. Woohoo!
Let's
That's not very nice.
What's
Night
that?
two.
Second.
Okay, all right. Hear me out. Hear me out. Hear me out.
Yeah.
Advantage because my goddess would maybe tell me about this.
Cool.
I do not accept that that reasoning, but I will give you the advantage for another reason.
Oh shit! A reason that I
Secrets.
do not know.
Do not know.
16. I increased it by
add a
10.
Just add a 1 in front of
Yeah.
that.
So yeah, you're thinking about it, and at first you're like, second generation? That's really broad. Why would I know anything about that? What does it have to do with the phantoms? And it says they were thousands of years ago. What? And then the more you're thinking about it, you think, wait a minute. That does sound a little familiar. Something about having to do with the original gods, but even before the War of the Masters? But you can't quite. Unfortunately, you would not have actually learned exactly what that means. Just that it has something to do with the gods before the War of the Masters.
The name sounds familiar, but it's all like bits and pieces of knowledge that I've like scrounged up from the years. Nothing really makes sense. Just some old history tidbit from a long ago about something with the gods and some it's I don't know. I understand a little, but not enough. Sorry, I can't be a help here.
Yeah. I mean, it's good to write that down maybe for the future.
Yeah, I think if our searches here has led us to that, then I think that's worth noting.
Yeah. I think I'll help note it down because right now I'm just reading. I don't even know what I'm reading at this point. Half the book is destroyed. So, Cassius, maybe you should keep finding these books. You seem to be a really lucky little fellow.
Thank you. I will keep searching. I had a great library at my home, and I used to read a whole lot. So I will keep searching, and he flutters
Okay.
off.
And while he does that, I'm gonna go use the book. And does anyone have parchment paper I could use? And a I don't know, a quill?
Yeah, I've got those. I've got
Okay.
some paper and an ink pen.
Yeah, perfect. I will just transcribe what I see down by hand.
All right. Real quick, Perrin, you said you were
Right.
doing something else. What are you doing?
Yeah, Perrin is gone. He has wandered off. Instead of looking for any specific book or something, Perrin's probably just right now exploring the library and trying to find any sort of just grand notable landmarks or locations inside. I'm like, oh wow, this bookshelf looks a bit more fancy and important than the rest. Is that a weird attic or basement? Stuff like that I'm looking for.
Ah, interesting.
Where do they keep the good books in here?
So you can't really fail what I'm about to ask,
Uh-huh.
but just for funsies, why don't you give me just a? Doesn't seem like you're investigating, so I guess just
Perceiving?
percepting.
Okay.
Yes, percept for me.
Yeah, right. Perrin does not have the focus to investigate on one thing quite yet, so he
I'm gonna inspiration that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I
Crazy.
felt that coming. I felt it in every one of my bones.
I felt
Feel
that
it
in
by
my
our
nutsack.
bones.
Okay, that's
That's
better.
crazy.
Hey, much better.
Inspiration speedrun.
All right. So, as you look around, it is a very grand library. Pretty much exactly as I described it. A few like key locations that you pick up on
Mhm.
would be what seems to be I guess it's a sort of nursery. There are little harpies who
Oh.
are in the kids section. Uh,
Aww. Are they being
it's very cute.
menaces?
Some of them are singing a song that sounds oddly nostalgically familiar, but none of you know why.
Hmm.
If you heard it, um, there are some much more highly guarded shelves that are much cleaner because the less civil harpies aren't even allowed over there.
Mm.
But the thing that stands out the most would be a closed off section of the library that is being guarded by some incredibly well armored harpies who are very clearly not letting anyone even touch the door.
Hmm. Well, now I want to go in there.
I mean, no one's stopping you from going to the
Uh-huh.
door.
Yeah. I'm just gonna walk up and say, just hi, hello. What's behind that door? Looks huge. I'm curious.
Did they let a land dweller in the library?
Yeah, we helped you guys out.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Well, considering you're walking free and not in chains, I suppose I believe you.
Yep.
Anyway, behind this door is knowledge even we aren't allowed to have.
Well, why not?
That is none of your concern, outsider.
I mean,
Shoot.
it kind of sounds like you don't know why you're not allowed to be in there, even.
Uh, oh, do you need a roll for this? I doubt it, but
I don't know. Parents just being a little silly and right now.
yeah, not yet. We'll keep going.
Not yet.
That would be preposterous. The harpies have gained all of the knowledge of the world since we have taken over this place.
Nuh-uh.
The hell do you mean, nuh-uh?
Well, I mean, like, you haven't gotten all the things in the big scary cave guarded by that storm giant who likes to murder you guys, alright?
That is true.
She's a lot better at guarding doors than you guys, I think.
Her door is different than ours.
I mean, I've seen the door. And yeah, her door is a lot better.
And we will soon find a way inside.
I don't
For
think you
now,
should.
though, and we should take the advice of a land dweller because
'Cause the goddess of knowledge would, like, kill you dead, I think, if you learn that stuff, because she doesn't want people learning it, and she's like a god, and I think a god beats a harpy.
they're just going to, all the guards are just going to kind of look at each other like, the fuck is this centaur smoking?
She holding hers up.
Right. Well, this library was blessed by the god of knowledge, so I'm pretty sure we have a right to it.
I don't think so.
Well, what would you know?
Well, I mean, I'm part of House Guinness here. Like, we're super good buddies with the goddess of knowledge and stuff. So why am I not allowed in? See, I got their badge and everything.
Well, We're not a part of them, so you can't just wander in.
I mean, you could be. They're pretty chill. We like
But
knowledge
we're
and stuff.
not,
Why not?
and it's ours.
You can share.
This conversation is getting nowhere, Land Dweller. The harpies do not share.
Well, then why am I in here?
While this is going back and forth,
Mhm.
let's
Yeah.
take a quick
Yeah, this
detour
is just
to
gonna keep
Ama.
going in the background for at least 20 more minutes. So have
That's
fun.
crazy.
Ama, you said you were trying to transcribe the book?
Yeah, basically I'm just trying to transcribe, like, the important info that we got.
As you're doing so, a figure will loom above you, and then you just hear loud, "Ahem!
Huh?
What do you think you're doing?"
Oh, I forgot.
You forgot.
I forgot. Because I didn't think it would be taking knowledge, like, away when it's just something that we would use for ourselves, like we keep in our brains. So what's the difference between knowledge that we keep in our brains and then knowledge that we take back out in physical form?
The difference is possession. It is under our
Yeah.
possession.
But then we keep it in our heads.
Are you suggesting we should take your head and keep it?
No.
And could you give someone else your head and let them read it?
I mean, you could say it with your mouth. And it has the
It
knowledge.
would come out differently.
Okay. If you say
Father's
it like that.
topic
And then
remix.
I'm gonna go take a new a sheet of parchment paper, and then and then I'm just gonna transcribe everything that I just read and write it in a completely different language.
The
It's different
librarian
now.
is gonna blink. That doesn't.
But you said it comes out differently. Can
The
you read
point
this?
is, you do not have physical ownership of what is in your head.
I mean, if you think about it, your brain is something that you physically own.
Hmm. True,
Mhm.
but your brain, in
She's
this
giving
case, your
fruity
brain
lip.
is its own library.
Sorry, repeat that. My dog just barked and it distracted
In
me.
this situation, the brain is your own library.
Yeah. And then yeah, so brain is my own library. So what's stopping from turning my just taking what's in my brain going out on paper? Because if you think about it, this the words on this book is going into my brain, and then my brain is just putting out new knowledge.
Corin, roll persuasion, please.
Yeah.
I'm sure between all of these conversations
God
happening, it
damn it.
looks like they're in like a 007 interrogation scene, but
Yeah.
on the outside, it looks like fucking two skinheads fighting over a hairbrush.
Yeah.
Corin, what language are you writing this in?
Let's go see what language I have. I have Common, Elvish, and Abyssal. Okay, we still need to figure out what the other thing is. So we'll just say it's the more exotic of the two, whatever the language it is.
That's right, we did have that little issue, didn't we?
Yeah.
Yeah, but we've been busy. We'll just say the more
Yeah.
exotic of the two for now.
I
Okay.
While
mean,
we figure it out.
this,
The
assuming,
harpy's gonna look it over
yeah.
and say, "All right, I will let you transcribe this under one condition.
Yeah.
You give us a copy of whatever of it in whatever language you're now writing it. It'll be a trade."
Okay. Okay. In that case, I'll
Also,
just
yes,
write
but
double them
Abyssal
out.
is not the language that we are
Yeah.
thinking of. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Corin.
Yeah, no worries. Actually, I have a question.
In or out
Would
of
I be
character?
able to use Mage Hand, grab a second a like pen or quill, and just transcribe both at the same time?
I don't see why not.
Hell yeah. So that just doubles it. I do not have prestidigitation. There's a
Bless you.
reason why I have not been using that. I'm not playing my spellcaster.
Well, do you have
Yeah.
like Mage Hand?
Yes, I do. I'm playing a part warlock.
Yeah, you use Mage Hand to do it then.
Yeah, that's what he says he's going to do.
Yeah, that's
exactly.
what Corin just said.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I
Oh,
said, and I
Well,
dropped
I
a
don't know. We were
message
talking
saying
about
Preston doesn't do.
prestidigitation. I got confused.
Yeah, I was talking to Julian in the Roll 20
in the
chat. I just
chat.
referred to
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Mhm.
I wasn't paying attention to the Roll20 chat.
Yeah, no worries.
All right.
Yeah, so
Very good.
I can't believe my bullshit worked, but here we go.
I considered a not even a dirty success, just kind of a sort of a untidy success.
Yeah.
I agree.
A success with extra steps.
I'm sorry. Yeah. Yes, I'm sorry. I'm back at my
No, it's
parents' house
okay.
for summer. You're gonna hear my parents a lot,
Nice.
and I'm gonna eat dinner. So yeah.
Fair enough.
Slay.
That's fine. Your mum can help transcribe it for you. It'll
Oh,
be fine.
that's true. Get your mom to help.
All right. Before we go back to
Yeah.
the back and forth with Parrot, anybody else doing anything they would like to bring to my attention?
I've been sitting here waiting patiently.
Do it.
Hello.
All right. I'm gonna go up to the counter. I'm gonna go up to the librarian that's chilling at the counter.
Yeah, at the counter there is a rather well put together looking harpy. It's perusing through some small cards, and then looks up at you. Land dweller. I am assuming they
Hello.
allowed you in here.
Well, your leader came in and told me to talk to you if I needed anything. So that would be the case. Yes.
Yes. In that case, yes. What do you need?
I'm looking for a book of a specific quality. You see, I've got visions, and I was wondering if you had anything about understanding these visions, or maybe prophecies, books that see into the future, anything like that.
I see. I see. Wait here, land dweller. I will see what I can find. And the librarian will quickly fly off, look through some shelves, look back at their cards, fly to some other shelves, pick out a book or two, take a few more, and then a few minutes later flies back down to you. Here's what I have. I have a book on interpreting dreams, interpreting signs in the air, what certain weather means. I have. Ooh, this one sounds close to what you want. Visions from Crescent Island. What else? And I don't know about this one, but it is about a blind priest who is able to see the future. It might help you.
Set them down. I'll look at the synopsises first. See if they're closer to what I need.
All right. Sets them down for you. Let me know if you need anything else, I suppose.
I'll peruse them and see if they match what I'm looking for.
So, what exactly are you looking for, Hollow?
So it's basically as I said, I've got like a couple of things that I'm ideally looking for. I'm trying to look at trying to get a better understanding of what my visions are. So that I understand like what prophecies I was given and try to like better interpret them because they're very unclear right now. Alternatively, I'm looking for something that kind of like describes prophecies that have not yet been fulfilled, or just like a book that straight up sees the future. Because the way that this library's been described, it straight up sounds like magical, like information that should not exist yet exists already. So I was wondering if anything like that existed, or if that is like, I don't know.
Okay. Give me 1 minute because I actually need to remind myself what your visions were in my notes. Here they are.
I've got a light description. I didn't really get a good description because I don't have all of it, but my description is a setting sun, no clarity, a closing eye in the middle of that setting sun that opens. I see a dagger, the shape of someone I trust, and an oncoming change. Is basically what I have written down.
Indeed.
You probably have a better description, and I would appreciate the the full thing if I could write it down again.
Yeah, I can even send you them right now.
Yahoo!
Yippee!
Here you are. Hello. Hello.
Yahoo! Oh my god. Oh, the generals. I forgot all about that one. Whoopsie.
Oopsie.
Oops.
Yeah, I'm gonna save this. This is a lot more info than what I had.
Yeah, something about a sun and an eye.
Something about all that. Someone I
Yeah, I
trust.
definitely
I
don't think I got this
don't
much
trust any of
info
these
last
guys.
time. I'm definitely gonna eat this up now.
So, looking for anything specific, I would imagine in these books, you unfortunately would not have much luck because these visions are definitely like specific. I mean, you could definitely put together some symbolism, especially from the book that is Visions from Crescent Island, since Crescent Island is pretty well known to have a pretty grand temple in the center. Um, the shining gold dagger, for example, would most likely, especially in modern times, from what you are reading, would be akin to Luminia. That one's obvious. Anything else, I would probably say, like, if you want to roll investigation, you can see what you could put together.
Might as well try it just to see if there's anything interesting here.
Roll a
It'll be
crit.
a high difficulty, just as warning.
I mean, I'm not expecting to succeed, but we'll try it anyways. 10, yeah.
Yeah, no,
No.
everything else is just generally pretty helpful on how to, like, generally, what's the word I'm looking for? Decipher certain symbols and illusions, not illusions, but nothing that would help your specific uh, 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 case right now.
And what did you say about the book that you said about Luminia? What was interesting about it again?
It comes from Crescent Island, which has a very well-known large a massive temple in the middle, and is kind of a religious hub. It doesn't really, if oh god, I need to look at my notes again, but if I remember correctly, Crescent Island is dedicated to the four like uh, uh, uh,
Like beasts.
thank you. Could not think of the word cyclic. The cyclic beasts, which aren't specific gods, but uh, are very much sort of guides for the world and such.
Gotcha. I will tuck that one under arm and say, I think I'll start with this one. Though, are you sure you don't have any books that are more like magical?
Oh, we have plenty of magical books. Let's see. What kind of magical? You said prophecies and visions?
Yeah.
Hmm. Let me try looking one more time. Flies off. It goes through cards and books. Comes back with one Well, this is all there is in my section. Otherwise, you'd probably have to try another side of the library. I can point you to a good one, but for now, this might help. And it is indeed a book on just a more general look at seers and prophets.
I'll take that one too, and I will give a slight bow to the harpy librarian and say thank you. I will go ahead and start reading up on these.
Okay, good luck. And if you're looking for something much more mystical, down that hall to your right, you'll find some of the more esoteric, I believe is the word they use.
Ooh. Ooh.
Ooh.
That sounds promising. Okay, all right. I'm interested. I want to go to the esoteric knowledge now.
All right. Real quick, as you head over there, we will first, Farfig, you got anything you want to do at the?
Farfig has very good knowledge of ostrich. Other than that, I mean, I want to take a look around to see. I know it's a library, but is there anything like any items on display or any works of art on display?
As a matter of fact, there are.
There
On
isn't.
the
Okay.
upper floors are where you can find stored artifacts with plaques about them, artworks depicting battles and discoveries, and a very unfortunate looking young harpy trying to keep everything clean. There's even a few weapons that have been like hallowed through history because we just talked about Hallow. Anyway.
I found that funny. Okay, so
Impressive.
I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna go upstairs. I'm gonna take a look at all the artifacts, particularly the weapons, lit weapons.
Sorry, I got pulled away for half a second. Say again.
Oh my god, I can't believe it. I'm gonna go upstairs and take a look at the weapons in particular.
Ah, yes, the weapons section, also known as, for the love of God, please keep the less civil harpies away from here. They keep on wanting to take that axe and cut firewood from the shelves.
Yeah, the even less civil orc can have it. That's perfectly fine. Just keep the fucking harpies away from them.
So yeah, they are weapons of great heroes and even a few like uh, villains of history. Weapons that changed the world. The one that stands out to you the most, I would say, would be one you might actually know about. Actually,
Don't make me
you know
do a
what?
fucking history check.
Farfig with advantage.
God damn
Give
it.
me a history check.
God fucking damn it. Okay.
Shit.
Fine.
Hey, I'm
Okay.
giving you advantage.
Yeah, but it's also fucking intelligence.
Terribly sorry.
What are you doing to him?
Poor
Let's
brain.
go.
You're
Okay,
making
okay,
him
we got a
think.
12. Okay. It's actually
12?
better than I
Okay.
expected.
So you're not going to know much about what you're looking at. However, depicted in a tapestry is a saber, a curved blade with a very ornate handle.
Thought it was an actual weapon for a minute.
Sorry, but that's not why it stands out. It stands out because you've actually heard of something that looks exactly like this, being an orc. This is what is simply known throughout mythology as the Warblade. The reason why you know about it is because lately the orcs have been trying to get their hands on it to see if it's real.
Farfik has heard of this weapon. Puny Birdman, can you tell Farfik more about this weapon?
The Warblade. Wow. that's one of the few things that we don't have a lot on, but so the Warblade was made many years ago. Um, you see, it is very powerful sword. Anyone who touches it is supposedly just consumed by all of its past battles. Um, and it's supposedly been in almost every war except for oh, except for the Phantom March.
There's one more
But
person it
yes,
killed.
no, it is said that the whoever touches it is almost immediately bonded. But you need to grasp it with your bare hands first, they say. I wouldn't know, I've never seen it, and as such, we would have a replica, but we don't, which is unfortunate.
Farfig feels this way about a leg of lamb. He cannot be taken away from it. Lamb.
We don't allow food here around the books.
Very well, puny birdman. In thanks of your knowledge in making Farfig more insightful, Farfig will give you his food. And I just reach into my loincloth and hand over my crotch bacon that's been in there for like the last 4 days or so.
Sir, please.
That's crazy.
This is my job. You need not reward me.
No, Farfig insists that you must eat his food as thanks for indulging Farfig with information.
Oh, good. Yes.
I'm gonna force feed it into his mouth.
What? No, I'm not.
No, I don't want it.
I don't want your meat in my mouth.
That's crazy.
I don't
No,
want to be here
Farfig will give
anymore.
you his meat and you will enjoy it. No, anyway, yeah,
No,
so I'm gonna
but
force feed him my bacon. That's been in my loincloth.
very bacon.
I mean, it's a harpy. It's eaten worse, surely.
Yes,
Like
but
dead rotting
it tastes
carcass that's been
funny.
like under a tree. Well, yeah, I mean, it tastes like Farfig's crotch. I mean, there's not much I can do about it, unfortunately.
Oh,
Oh my god.
is this an indirect blowjob?
Thank
mean,
you,
We're gonna have to
kind
cut all
sir.
this.
Yes, the Warblade is quite a tale. However, what little books we do have are very not confirmed, and the books that are more useful are locked away.
Where are these books locked?
Points down the railing towards a large black door, where
I
you see a
see.
familiar pony standing.
That's fine. I will heroic leap off the balcony to the lower floor because Farfig. I will make my way towards this black door.
All right, Farfig, as you reach the black door, you immediately notice Perrin just babbling with one of the
Please,
guards.
please, please, please,
No, you can't.
please.
What? You can't get in.
Why not?
You can't because you're not allowed.
Well, how do I get allowed?
That's not up to me. I only guard the door.
Well, who do I talk to get allowed?
This is locked by the Harpy Queen herself.
Well, where's the Harpy
And
Queen?
it is around this moment, by the way, Hollow, as you were going to the section you were told about, you would come across this scene as well.
Mhm.
Oh, hey, Perrin. Hey, Farfig. You
Hi.
guys trying to get secret knowledge too?
Yeah. Are
Farfig
these?
wishes
Oh,
to learn
gosh.
more about secret hidden saber. Yes.
Yeah.
Gods, more land dwellers. You are not allowed in here. This
It is
Why not?
door is off
Why
limits.
not?
That's
is
what
okay.
I've been asking.
Farfig will deal with this.
I was told. Oh, well, Farfig, how do you plan on handling this?
Farfig will simply ask in a somewhat polite manner to be led through.
Okay,
And I
okay.
just put my hands on their shoulders because Farfig does not want to make puny birdmen humble today.
Well, that was not very polite, but like
Intimidation.
Absolutely. Let's go. Where is it? 14? Bit shit. Not much I could do.
Well,
Not
that's a 13. You
terrible.
rolled with advantage.
Yeah. No advantage in this
Oh yeah, why'd that
house.
fucking happen? Why'd that happen?
I don't know, why did that happen?
Look.
Do I have a feat that rolls with advantage?
You?
Sorry, carry on. It's only like a 1 point difference, so
Yeah.
it's fine.
Yeah.
Look. We literally can't let you in. The
I
guards will nod.
I'm not sure I buy that. I mean, your leader invited us in and said we were allowed to look at anything we wanted.
I'm assuming you mean one of the head librarians.
Yes, is that not your leader?
Second to the queen.
I see.
And the queen
Well, all
has
we need is
ordered us
permission from the
to
queen,
not
right?
let anyone in here.
Where can Farfig find your queen?
Points back up the steps. Top floor. You will you'll see the royal guard guarding her chambers.
Okay, how high up is the thing?
Oh, good heavens. I would say like about like 5 or 6 stories.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Tall
Very well.
library.
Farfig will be back soon.
Heron slowly raises his hand in the background as well.
Is this
yes,
wheelchair
Aaron.
accessible?
Do you have an elevator?
Actually,
The silence is deafening.
actually, yes.
Whoa!
Oh, hey. And here I was prepared to carry you.
The harpies are many things, but they are not ableist.
So true.
Farfig's already walking. He'll be there soon.
Unfortunately, since getting the library, we've had a we let's call it a flightless issue. Some harpies are unfortunately born with malformed wings, just much like, say, a horse born with malformed back legs.
That's
That
me.
felt a little targeted, but it's fine.
Yes, that is you.
I forgive you.
And as such, they are the ones allowed to use the elevator. Or we just call it the wing lift.
Uh,
The
Can-
wing lift.
can I use it?
No. Well,
Damn!
okay, that's not up to
Oh,
That's up to you'll have to ask the attendant.
Oh, I have
But
to
he'll
ask.
probably say no.
How low does that mean?
I take it back.
Very cool.
I mean, if we get permission, then I don't think no.
Well, they're gonna make me walk up the stairs then.
No, I'll carry you up there. It'll be fine.
I think you're gonna break your legs. And you only have
I'm
two
not
of
gonna break my
those.
legs. I'm not gonna break my legs.
I mean, I'm pretty heavy. I know I'm small for a centaur, but I'm kind of heavy.
Yeah, but I can be pretty strong for a human.
We'll see.
Sorry, ignore this roll for a second. Okay, that's working now.
Here, good
No,
job.
for
That's
some reason,
crazy.
tribal knowledge on this character sheet was setting those skills to roll with advantage, and I'm like, okay, so I had to get rid of it.
Weird.
Yeah, it should be fixed now.
Okay.
All right. Well, do you want to ask to see if we can use the elevator, or do you want me to just get us up there?
We should probably ask first. I was also gonna see and look around if they have anything on treating headaches that are bad and stuff. I've been getting those a lot.
Ooh, that's a good idea. That's a good idea.
So y'all are going to the wing lift?
Yep.
Yes.
Farfig, did you just already start up the steps?
Yeah, he's already gone walking.
Uh-huh.
He'll be there. He'll be there eventually. I mean, you know, he's badass. He's got like 80 feet of sprint movement. He'll be fine.
To be fair, yeah, that's a good point. You could probably just run fast enough up those stairs.
Mm-hmm.
Disadvantage for steps.
So, Hello and Perrin, you
Yep.
get to the wing lift, which looks like a metal cage with wires, ropes, and pulleys. And standing in the cage is what honestly just kind of looks like a human if they had feathers instead of hair.
Does this
Half-breed.
does this lift look like it has enough power to carry the centaur?
With an extra person, yes.
Okay. All right. Okay.
All right.
Just wanted to make sure. I didn't want to. I
Mhm.
didn't want to put the centaur on if it just meant the elevator would break.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
So yeah, the harpy question mark will look at you two and go, "Oh, land dwellers, hello.
Hello.
Can I help you?"
Yeah,
Yeah, we'd like to go to the top floor, please.
I can't do stairs.
Looks at Perrin. Notices the cart.
Mm-hmm.
Oh. Oh wow, you're kind of like us.
Yeah.
Wow. You also look really heavy.
Compared to my my family, I'm pretty small.
Maybe for a horse land dweller, but
Mhm.
I mean, we can take we're used to using this for large stacks of books anyway. I just might need a hand. I'm assuming you're with him, sir, land dweller.
Yeah, but like if it's too much, it's okay. I could just fly up.
Oh well, no, I was going to say if you wanted, I would not mind a pair of hands helping me.
Oh yeah, no, absolutely. I would love to help.
All right,
Yay.
here, hold there. Hands you a
Yeah.
rope. And the both of you get on, and we'll be off.
Well.
Oh, I see what's happening here.
Mm-hmm.
Yes,
This is
for
basically the
having
thing I was
wings
going to
to
do
ourselves.
anyways. That's really funny.
What'd you say?
This is basically the thing I was going to do anyways. That's really funny.
Oh.
This entire process was just going to result in the same thing. So I grabbed the rope,
Mhm.
and I'm like, we're about to pull ourselves up, aren't we?
Yes, we are.
Ooh, I could help.
Yeah.
Farfig is now racing an
That's
elevator.
crazy.
Yeah.
How scrawny does this kid look? How be real with me. How scrawny does he look?
Pretty scrawny.
Okay. All right. What's your strength, Baron?
My strength is strength score is a 13, so modifier +1, and I do have proficiency in athletics as well.
Okay, so we are the same.
Mm.
So I'm gonna do. I guess let's try it first without magical enhancements. Let's try it. Just see if we can do it.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, go ahead and just give me a
Athletics.
give me athletics.
Incredible.
Oof. That is a oof moment.
Pretty solid.
This is why I wanted to use magical enhancements.
Yeah.
You know what? Let's see what the kid rolls. That's unfortunate.
Because he rolls a crit.
Also a
Yeah,
very
as
beefy
the
carry
harpy
capacity.
kid is as the Herbie Kid tries to pull, the rope will actually just kind of pull him up. Oh gosh. Oh gosh. Hang on, no, we can do this. We can do this. And he is just gonna like plant his feet like on the edges of the cage, like, nope, I will get you up there.
I'm helping.
Yes, you will. But I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit too old for this, so I'm gonna cast enhance ability on myself and the kid.
Oh,
Choosing bold strength so that we both now have advantage on this
Good
next roll.
advantage.
It'd be really
Incredible.
funny if you failed anyways. Just saying.
Incredible. Incredible.
Yeah.
incredible!
I guess we didn't roll
Oh,
with
Here's
advantage
this
technically.
disaster.
Yeah,
Technically, we
I'm
didn't
gonna
roll with
say,
advantage.
Awesome.
We just rolled.
am I at the top of the stairs?
probably.
And this whole time,
You're
Bobby
about to
started
be.
Incredible.
Okay.
Incredible.
Can I-
Yeah, you know what?
I rolled a
Yeah.
That's
five.
incredible.
Yeah, can I roll again too?
I kind of jinxed you guys.
You
I
did.
said it'd be funny.
Can,
my
can I help
God.
pull them from the top of the elevator?
We'll get to that
Oh,
part. We'll
man.
get to that.
Okay.
I'm an old man. You're gonna have to forgive me.
I'm an old man.
No, it's okay. We will get you guys. It inches upwards. We'll get up there.
I mean,
Don't worry.
I could just
The thing
take
breaks if it slips.
I could try and take the stairs. You don't have to do this.
It's like
No,
waiting for a
we need
UPS
to stick
delivery.
together. We need to look out for each other.
I think I'm gonna. How high are we off the ground?
Perrin,
Mm, yeah.
respectfully, I've already cast the spell. Let us have this.
I mean,
That's crazy.
but I mean, Hollow. I think it'd still take a while if I got off and it was just you guys. You know?
Yeah,
No,
but you want to go see the
you
queen
know.
too, right?
Yeah. So I'd go up the stairs. It'd be rough,
Okay,
but I could.
so all right, Perrin,
Yeah.
I want you to do this with me. All right, look me in the eyes.
Mhm.
I know you're autistic, so it's hard. So you can just look
Fuck.
somewhere around my eyes.
What's statistic?
That's crazy.
Don't worry about it. So, all right, kid, you're also gonna look at my eyes. It's gonna be a bit awkward, so I'm just gonna stare between the two of you. But I'm gonna give you guys a motivational speech real quick, okay?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
And I'm totally doing this so that we can justify the fact that this next roll is gonna be that we can do another roll after this. All right, so look, with the power of magic, disabilities, and homosexuality, because it's June, we will get
Oh.
through this.
Pride Month.
What?
Oh, you have to.
We-
get I think we
we
should
are
all have advantage for
strong.
this, Pride.
We are stronger than our limits. Yeah? And we have so much power inside of us. So I want you guys to take a deep breath. In for 4, out for 8. One more, in for 4, out for 8. All right. Now clap your hands. Clap your hands twice. All right. Rub your hands together. Now grab that fucking rope and pull with all of the might that the goddess can bestow upon you. In this moment, we are kings. 14.
All right,
Well,
let's do it.
You know what?
you get an advantage. I also have a bit I'm gonna do once you do that reroll. Wow. I mean that's better, but
A 16.
yep. Well, yeah. While Hall is doing his speech, Perrin's not really paying attention. You see him like kind of fiddling with some buttons and dials on his prosthetics as what looked like some small jets pop out outside as we are going to
Oh my
What?
god.
cast jump.
You're using it here?
Yeah. And I'm just gonna hop up to the next floor.
All right. So do we have to make a luck roll to see if the elevator fucking collapses?
I'm hopping out of the elevator
Okay, yeah, roll
first.
me a D100.
Yeah.
Highs or lows?
I'm not jumping straight out of the elevator. I'm just kind of like hopping off because I imagine we're not too high up yet.
Not very, but
Yeah. Have to
Kinda-
roll like
kinda hurt
a
my ankles a
real
bit.
cruddy one. Well, I think you should declare highs or lows. It'd be funny.
by the way, while this is happening,
Uh-huh.
Farfig, You make it to the top, and you just see like two other just looks like humans with feathers instead of hair, looking down over the edge. Like, what is going on down there? What? Why is it shaking so much? What the hell are they doing?
I mean, do I assume they're trying to pull the rope to like get the elevator going?
If you were to look down, you would see someone on a lower floor just fiddling with it. Like, what is wrong with this thing? And it does look like they're trying to pull it up.
Father can help with this. I'm just gonna, just gonna reach out to the rope and just yank it with one hand.
Part of me wants to be like, here's the comedic relief. You don't need to roll. But also, what if you rolled absolutely terrible? Please roll.
Don't
I
roll.
If you roll, if
certainly
you rolled a
try.
nat 1, you holding the rope prevents us from actually moving it.
Yeah.
You're pulling in opposite direction.
Okay.
Hey,
22.
it's a miracle.
Hey, there we go.
Damn it. Damn it.
Perrin, just as you hop off, the elevator now is steadily going up at a much faster pace.
Well, I can go faster.
We're
Father
doing it.
be terrible.
I'm sorry, Mr. Centaur.
It's okay. See, look, now that I'm off, you're going faster.
Yeah, we're doing it. I really hope I didn't break it.
As Perrin will try to parkour up to the top now with the power of Young.
I'm not going to make you roll. This scene's going on a while.
Yeah.
But eventually, everyone reaches the top.
Yep, we.
It is okay.
Hello,
The
guys.
horseman is autistic. It means he doesn't hear well.
What?
That was good.
Exactly.
That one. I liked that one. That made me giggle.
Oh, hey, Farfig.
Hey, what happened with the elevator? Why didn't you just,
Hello, old man, puny
push the
horse,
button, pull the lever?
scrawny, half-bird feathered person.
Yeah, why didn't you push the lever?
Farfig did not see a lever. He just saw a rope.
Oh,
Oh no, they're talking to me in the cage. But your centaur friend is too heavy for it. It could have broke it, and I didn't want to do that.
I see. Puny horseman needs to go on a diet, stop eating meats, and stop being a fatty.
what?
Fucked up.
No,
You must eat more
I don't
vegetables
think
and more
necessarily.
meats.
But I have fed. I thought it was doing good.
So I definitely think we could definitely order a lighter wood material to make this easier to carry in the future.
Yeah. No, I am kind of wondering what Emma and our new bird friend are doing. So where'd they go?
I was about to say, since that took forever, Ama and
Hi.
Cassius was
Cassius,
watching
what
the
you
whole
doing?
time.
Yeah. I'm too
What'd you
busy
say?
transcribing, so I missed this.
I think at one point Cassius was like, he said, "Well, do you see this?" And he looks back at her
Yeah.
like,
Yeah,
what?
she's gonna go. Yeah, she's gonna look up and I'm like, oh, that's lovely, and then go back to transcribing. She's in the zone.
Aw, that's
She's in the
cute.
zone.
Anyway.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
I feel like
think
this is like One Piece level bits where it's just like, oh yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's normal.
Yeah.
I think Cassius, after watching all that bullshit go down, he flies up. He flies up to them and is like, "Hey, what is happening?
Oh hey Cassius, we're about to see the Queen.
Huh?
Wait, is that why you made us come up here?
Is there a queen
Yeah.
here?"
Indeed, this is why Farfig has made his way up.
Why did we go to the wrong floor?
No, just don't mention us at all.
Okay.
Oh,
Oh,
sure.
I'll tell them I went up the
Fine,
steps.
Farfig will mention you.
Yeah, we'll say we went up the stairs.
Cool. Good luck.
But Farfig did go up the stairs.
then you want to like the
Oh,
truth.
is everyone leaving go see the queen or something right now?
Oh, Ma, when did you get here?
Oh, I'm yelling it from down there. I'm yelling it from down there.
You're yelling from 5 stories down. I feel like you should
Just
roll
Yeah.
leaning
something.
over the guardrail.
Yo,
Yes,
true.
He's
Parfik
like
and
laughing.
companions will be
I
seeing the
will.
puny burp lady.
Would you like to join us?
Sure, I'm almost done anyways. How do I get up there?
You take the stairs.
The elevator
Um,
attendant's gonna sigh, pull a lever, and then now the elevator will do what it's supposed to and go down.
Yay!
I
And I'll happily hop onto the elevator.
It
I
looks like you
thought-
can take that.
I thought you weren't supposed to raise your voice in the library.
Oh, I forgot.
Yeah,
I
there are
mean-
several other harpies looking, going, good, like shushing you to shh.
Oh, are we not allowed to? Can we not yell in the library?
Yeah.
Oh.
Also, the biggest reason why you shouldn't raise your voice in this library, because now all of the savage harpies are now cawing and singing obscene tunes.
Oh, these ones are very loud.
What?
And we're
Yeah.
gonna say that Spiral is singing with them.
Oh.
There he is.
I
There he
guess since
is.
we're all here, I guess now we can go see the queen together.
Yay.
Farfin can also sing obscene songs, but he does not want to be demonetized.
What?
What does
Well,
that
that's
mean?
nice, Mr. Farfig.
Someone's gonna possess you?
You
You're
make
gonna get
money off of your songs?
demonized?
Sorry, that was me.
Nice.
Farfin is not entirely sure. He had a moment of clarity.
Oh.
But either
Oh.
way, we should go see the puny burp lady.
Yeah, we're asking her
We
if we could
should.
see the secret books where there might be more secret stuff to help us have the city not explode in phantoms or something. What were we doing here?
Are there secret
I was
books?
about to say something, but then I didn't say it because I remembered who is in my party, and I was like, yes, I shouldn't say that. I don't want to get them excited.
What?
Oh, I see.
Out of characters, I was about to say harpy queens are actually really scary and very strong. We probably should not call them beauty, but like, then I was like, I should not say that actually.
Yeah.
Not,
Yeah,
let's
that
not
sounds
say
good.
that. Let's just let Farfig do all the talking, and
I
things will
like to
go over
Hollow
smoothly.
open his mouth, he thought, and then he closed it.
Pick your poison.
Yeah, like there was like a moment where Hollow was like,
Hmm.
All right, we'll need to be careful because we need to be polite.
Okay.
yeah, that's actually a good point. I probably should say at least be on your best behavior.
Yeah,
Mhm.
Farfig can do that. Don't worry about it.
Of course, I trust Farfig
I mean,
Does Harpy Queen have an
about as
actual
far as I
like
can throw.
cheat
But
or
yeah,
something
I
that
do.
I'm unaware of?
I don't know.
Isn't this your character? Why are you asking us this?
No, I mean like
Uh,
not the queen, like Harpy Queens in
Oh.
general. Because
Yeah, they're called Harpy Matriarch.
okay,
Hot. Sorry.
that actually explains
It's
why I
true.
couldn't find it because I was searching Queen. Thank you.
You are very much welcome.
I mean, I was
Okay,
just
so
trying to.
I'm just gonna. I assume there's like a big doorway that leads into a chamber.
Yes, and there is indeed the best armed guards we've seen so far.
Oh.
Okay, I will walk up to the door. Puny Bugman, we require an audience with your queen.
You dare to just walk up here and demand an with Her Majesty?
well,
Please?
we're not necessarily demanding, but we definitely feel we are at least owed some audience for the favor we did you.
We're also just asking nicely.
Your orc friend has a very interesting definition of nicely.
Farfig gives his apologies. Farfig will try this again. Takes a couple of steps back and takes a couple of steps forward again. Puny Birdman, I politely ask for an audience.
Yeah. See? It's just a wording issue. It's just a wording issue.
Yeah, the stage directions are funny.
Start
Yeah.
over. Rewind.
in reverse and
Land
all
dwellers,
that.
does this
Yeah.
orc call
Object of
everyone
the
puny?
puny Birdman.
Repeat what you just said.
Land dwellers, does this orc call everyone puny?
Yeah.
Yes.
Nodding,
Sometimes
nodding.
sometimes he calls them old. He calls me old. So,
Indeed, he is a puny old man.
well, you didn't say puny before, but I mean,
Okay, you are puny now.
okay.
Well, do not refer to Her Majesty as puny.
Father can agree upon this.
She is also quite large.
Don't call
Whoa.
her weak or pathetic
No, puny. No, weak.
or any
pathetic.
synonym.
No, just do we
You
call her just
maybe
Miss
no,
Queen?
just no synonyms. Yeah, no synonyms.
No
Father is,
adjectives.
Father is not entirely sure he has the intellect to remember all of these things. Father also does not know what a synonym is.
It's that thing
His
you put
words
on.
that
It's
are like
that
the
spice you
same
put on food.
Isn't a synonym when they
So
play
true.
all of the musical instruments?
The same joke in both chats.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Very well. Since you did return the lightning staff, we are permitting this. And they will open the door for you.
Father is eternally grateful. Thank you, puny Birdman.
Oh, that was actually
That was much
really.
better,
That was a
Mr.
much.
Farfig.
That was a very elegant. Thank you. Wow.
That is a
That
very
was
elegant.
really
Thank
nice.
you.
The guards are going to look at each other and just be like, wow, he really just calls everyone puny.
Wow, he's really grown.
Yeah. Yeah.
Grown as an orc.
Yeah, everyone else is like, wow, that
You
was
know-
that was a
Wow.
very wise way to put that, Arfig. And
Yeah.
the guardmen are like, are we just gonna ignore the fact that he calls us insults?
Like,
Yeah.
everyone's like, "Oh, fucking hell,
insult.
Farfig, we're really proud of you. You've really grown." These two harpies
And
like,
these
"This
guys are
fucking
like,
prick."
"So we just
Fuck.
really just insult everybody."
Yeah. Yo, this sounds like my culture in real
Whoa.
life. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a joke. That's a
That's
joke.
caught on
That's
recording. Whoops.
awesome.
Caught in 4K, Corin.
That's in recording.
Yeah.
And
Timestamp.
it'll be recorded for all of history until the end of time.
Well, don't
including
worry.
ours.
No one, the people in the recording don't know what culture I'm from.
That's okay. At least one AI will be derived from the sentence you just said.
Exactly.
True.
Maybe. Yes. It will.
So, in the chambers is quite indulgent.
Oh.
It's lined with some ornate books and tapestries, a bit of like jewels, but mostly just very high quality art, and a rather large harpy woman. Farfig, how tall are you?
7'8".
Okay, so close to Farfig height.
Oh wow.
Rests
Oh wow.
on a very. It's like if a bird's nest was turned into a very comfortable looking throne.
A bird's throne. There's more sticks on this one.
So the land dwellers who helped us have arrived.
Hi, nice to meet you. I'm Perrin.
It's a pleasure to meet you.
Cassius is hiding behind everyone.
That's so fair. Hide behind us. We will protect you.
Am I okay to approach? Question mark.
I think we are approaching, aren't we?
Probably,
I don't
probably
see why
going
not.
about center stage. Yeah.
Yeah, she'll say, "Please, tell me what it is you seek from me, the Queen of Harpies."
I'm gonna take a bow, like one of those like kind of kneeling bows. And say, we wanted to ask if we could seek further knowledge. We heard that there is a catalog of information that can only be looked at with your permission, and we are in such a dire circumstance that we fear that that information could potentially be of help to us.
I assume you are talking about the black door.
That is correct.
I ordered that to be locked for a very specific reason.
Why?
Those who go in there do not come out the same.
Oh.
As
Why?
in, it's curse knowledge?
We aren't entirely sure, unfortunately. Anytime I've sent a scholar in to report, they often come out unable to speak or changed in some way. Not everyone, though. Others have gone in and claimed it's only an empty room.
Oh,
Oh.
Fascinating.
Is it just for your subjects, though?
This room has been here since before the Harpies took the library.
Well, if it is a room of much great danger, and you have it guarded off for precaution, if we believe that there may be an answer for us within, would it not be all right if we go in at our own peril? You do not have to let anyone else of your own clan in. We just wish to see, to make sure, to ensure that our venture here was, well, I guess to summarize, that we did find everything we need.
yeah, we haven't
I
really
see.
found out why Gold Shorehold is turning into like phantoms or whatever's happening there yet.
The entirety of the Gold Shorehold is turning into phantoms.
Kinda.
No, that's
No. That
it's
is
a bit
a
of an
very poor
exaggeration.
description, but yeah.
There is a large influx of shadows that are creeping about the Golden Shore Hold. That's what we're looking for.
Yeah, I mean, like, it sounds really similar to what happened to that one guy who tried to, like, sense the energies there. He was like, oh god, it sucks, I'm never looking at anything again, ew, gross. And then he told him he's stupid.
Yeah, I'm kind of catching that too, but this also could be knowledge that, I don't know. I mean, I feel like we would have noticed if there were traces of shadows here by that room instead of the same thing at the Capitol. I think it might just be different.
Hmm.
I assure you, the phantoms have not touched this library. We made damned sure to keep them out.
Cool.
But very well. As long as it is your hides at risk, I suppose it could be better for the rest of the world. Some of the younger harpies believe that it might be time to see if we can join up with the Golden Shore Hold. Although, I imagine if you come out unscathed, the librarians will absolutely swarm you, desperate to know what it is you saw.
Hmm.
I'm sure that's fair.
Mm-hmm.
I know that your people are very keen to know knowledge, so if there's anything to be learned, I feel like it's only fair trade that since we are borrowing such a treacherous secret from you, that we share anything we learn from it with you.
Hmm. Yeah.
Make the
Maybe
deal even
that
sweeter
way.
for you.
Yeah. And maybe that way, your subjects won't want to go back in there because once the mystery isn't mystery anymore, it kind of loses the charm.
Nuh-uh.
I guess for some people, it helps with the
What?
problem a little bit at least.
What does your friend mean, nuh-uh?
I mean, like, usually when you solve one mystery, that causes, like, at least 3 more mysteries to come up from that mystery being solved, you know?
Until you solve the mystery, this could be the final
Yeah.
mystery.
The queen just smiles. Regardless, it would be nice to solve this one. Perhaps more land dwell excuse me. Perhaps having land dwellers once again to
Yeah.
get in will prove more successful. Very well. However, I will need to open it myself.
Cool. Do you
Yeah, sounds good.
suggest Do you suggest we all go in together, or is this like a one at a time kind of thing?
I think for our safety, we should maybe do one or two at most at a time. Maybe pairs is probably best.
Oh, we have tried that. Pairs, even then, do not go as planned. One at a time, one after another, would be best. Although you are welcome to try, it'll certainly be interesting.
Hmm.
I guess let's try one person first and we can go from there.
Okay.
Yeah, that sounds reasonable.
Very well. I will meet you at the door then. The queen stands up to her full height, looks at Farfig. You are very tall. And then flies out.
I think the puny bird lady likes the Farfig.
I think she's
so
just
too.
tall.
You are not supposed to call her puny, Mr. Farfig.
One of the attendants will say, "Did you really just call the queen puny?"
You did not hear anything, puny birdman.
Yeah, I'm kind of surprised that after all the fuss he made, she didn't even react.
I think she, much like the rest of the clan, are too curious for knowledge to think about consequences. Like she said, it's not her own skin. So
Mhm.
Well, who wants to go in first?
Are we all going to be doing it? All of us?
Do you want to do it? It sounds fun.
Well,
Maybe
That's okay,
do it in
Cassius.
pairs.
She said doing it in
Cassius.
pairs. Uh-huh.
And I'm gonna pat Cassius on the head. You don't have to commit to anything you don't want to do.
I will see what happens when one of you go through first.
Farfig
I'll stand
relishes
back
the
up.
challenge.
Oh, you're going first, Farfig?
We shall leave
I also
this to
don't
a
mind.
vote for democracy.
I also don't mind going first. It was my idea,
Yeah.
so I feel like it's only right that I volunteered to be the sacrifice.
I'm okay with whatever order we decide.
I just want to go in there eventually.
Farfig was planning on bashing down the door himself. But if
Anyways,
you wish to go first, Farfig will
insert
stop you.
insert 30-minute kerfuffle of going down the escalator elevator again here. We're going
God.
downstairs.
Oh yeah.
No, that's
Sound-
fine.
And it's easier to go down than it is to go up.
Farfig was
Yeah, it
down,
should be
it's fine.
easier to go down.
There's just the distant sound of do 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 do.
We do
It's a
our way
Western
back
somewhere.
down.
Roll strength? No. Oh, Christ, no.
All right.
Door.
So at the door, many harpies have gathered, bowing to the queen and watching very interestedly. Well now, I must ask, which of you is going in first?
I guess, is it between me, Farfig, and Perrin? I think that's the three who were eager to go in first.
I mean, I don't mind either way because I'm gonna get to going eventually.
I guess that's true. I guess the order doesn't really matter.
Yes, you could. Admittedly, you could wait for the other to come back, but that will take a long time.
A long time.
Oh, so we can just go in one after the other immediately.
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh,
Okay.
interesting. Well,
Well, single file.
yeah, I guess that works.
Mhm.
If it's all right, I still think because it's my idea, I will risk being the one who dies first.
This is gonna be party wipe.
And I'll go second because otherwise I won't be able to see over Farfig's head.
Oh, seeing over your friends won't be too much of an issue. Although, that is a good question again if you to go in pairs. Regardless, perhaps give it a few seconds, or a minute or two.
Yep, just signal us in.
All right.
Get in there.
She will unlock the door
Cassie's
whenever
dead
you're
last
ready,
in line.
land dwellers.
I'm gonna do a quick prayer, just like a quick. Oh goddess Luminia, please protect me in this trying time. And I'm
Cassie's
going
That's
to
crazy.
sweating bullets, sweating bird bullets.
Sweats.
if I'll say that in Celestial, so it's probably not recognized that I'm like literally like, please don't let me die here. And then I will walk in.
All right. I will get to that in a minute. Who's next?
Me.
Parent.
All right. A few seconds later, maybe at most, the queen will ask for the next one to go in,
Yep.
I'll go in next.
and then Farfig, and then
I'll go next.
which leaves.
Cass stands there for like a good solid minute, looks around, realizes he's surrounded by harpies, and hurries in after last.
All right. And with that, the door closes.
Oh,
And now, do we
Oh.
go in reverse order of who went in?
I mean,
Obviously.
we could if we want.
True.
So yeah, let's start with Cassius.
okay.
Cassius, you find yourself wandering down a long hallway. A long stone hallway, in fact.
I'm
And
looking
honestly,
anxiously.
besides it being a bit dim in there, it's not too bad.
Oh,
Yeah,
Oh.
you have dark vision, don't you? You can see well in
I
the
can
dark.
see perfectly fine.
Yeah, this is fine. It's a little creepy, but nothing's happened.
Oh,
It
this
isn't
is
until you
not
come
so
across a door.
bad. Oh. Uh-oh. I guess
Do
I open
you
it. Oh,
open the
buddy, go on.
door?
Go on. What do you go? Give me my list of options.
Your list of options is: do you open the door?
Fuck. Okay.
True.
I kind of wipe my hand against my tunic to like get the sweat off, and I go to open it.
As you open it, you are greeted with a much smaller library.
Oh.
It's actually quite cozy looking. Some
Oh.
dark wooden flooring, some very well stacked books. There's even a few small feathers here.
Oh. This isn't so bad after all. This is quite nice.
And yeah, no, what do you do in this new part of the library?
I start checking out the books. I start investigating all the books and whatnot, looking around what I've got.
All right. Cassius, as you open the first book, immediately you see the line, very first line that says, "Welcome home."
Huh? Well, this is a very strange book. Let me close it, put it back. I grab another. I open it.
You were gone for so long.
Oh, okay.
That's crazy.
I close the book. I put it up. I grab another and I open it.
We'll need to keep a closer eye on you.
My eyes. I'm like tears are like forming in my eyes as I close the book. I put it up. I grab another and I open it.
Yeah, it's just like things your parents would say if they knew you had
Oh!
if you had come home.
I'm frozen from staring at the last book I opened up. Uh, I drop it and I start searching. And I go back for the door.
Where the door was is now a barred window,
Oh,
looking
where-
over a boreal forest.
um, I don't like this anymore. I would like to leave. I would like to leave, please. I start like screaming out. I don't. Can we open? Hello? Scary birds.
Good heavens, Cassius, is that you making all that racket?
I freeze, turning around slowly.
And you would see your mother. Now, before I continue, I don't think you gave your mother a distinct personality specifically.
She doesn't give that much of a fuck about me. She she views Cassius as a as sort of just like he stopped her from going further in life than she would have liked. Um and she tries to ignore him very often. However, she cannot because he is such a I know was prominent uh like stepping stone for her husband's future kind of thing.
Hmm. You really need to stop making such a fuss. Honestly.
Um, I am sorry.
I have told you several times before, you need to stay here.
Yes, yes, mother.
And besides, we got you all of these books. Surely this should be fine for you.
Um, but 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 uh, but I've read them all already, you know, and maybe I could like maybe I could have more.
You are telling me you just read all of these?
Yes.
Oh, in a matter of minutes, I swear.
Yes. You know me, is a speed reader.
Fine. We'll get you some more books. Just don't go anywhere.
Yes, ma'am. And he's looking down at the floor. He's like grabbing the ends of his shorts like really tightly. He's like staring down at the floor, not looking.
Amma!
Hi.
How
Bah!
you doing, Amma?
What?
How you doing?
Hi, hello.
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I just have hearing issues.
Let's change that.
I know.
Eh,
So, at the end of your... Well, actually, no. For you, you're going up a flight of steps. A
oh,
very real
cool.
looking flight of steps.
Damn, wasn't Farfig in front of me? How do I lose track of a 7-foot half orc?
Very good
That's
stealth. roll.
crazy.
The
Okay.
fog
That's
everywhere.
crazy.
Transformed into a rock again. That's what happened.
Oh
Forgot
god,
about
he's
The
a rock.
part- Did you
You
miss
forgot
the
about the
part
fucking
where
wall.
there's like a minute between entries?
Yes, I did.
Nice.
Well, then that should answer your question.
Yeah, it's called. Like I said, I have hearing issues.
Hearing issues or attention span issue?
Hearing issues.
You hesitated.
Yeah, it's because I'm currently playing with something.
That sounds like an attention span issue.
No, it's not.
Sounds like
That
No, it's
literally
not.
sounds like an attention span issue.
No, it's not.
Anyways, roleplay?
Yes.
I want to see you break and bend.
No.
What?
All right. Well, Amma, you're going up the steps, and no, you
Yeah.
didn't lose track of Farfig. You went in like a minute after Farfig.
Yeah. Yeah.
And as going up, you finally reach a door that's kind of familiar.
Huh. Where do I recognize this door from?
Gosh, what would be a roll to see if you can place it?
And I could see flat intelligence, history.
Yeah, you can make it a history check.
History does feel a little weird, so just do flat intelligence.
Oh boy, that's a joy.
Where?
Oh, okay,
I mean,
it's not
it's-
bad.
Oh yeah, wait a minute. You know this door. Isn't that Prince Jathos' room?
Wait a
Oh
minute.
shoot. It's a prince room? I shouldn't go into the prince's room. I'll knock.
Oh, 1 minute.
Take as long as you need, Your Highness.
And rather than the prince opening the door, you would see Niles.
Oh. Hello,
Even though you
Niles.
swore you heard the prince's voice.
I didn't expect to see you at the prince's room. Is everything doing all right?
Yeah, everything's fine. What are you doing up here, Emma?
Oh, this is gonna sound like a long story. I felt like a lot has happened. Maybe I've just been like, so I haven't been feeling good. Maybe that's why. Felt like a lot happened, and then suddenly I'm back here. Maybe, yeah. I don't know. These last few days have felt so surreal.
You feeling okay?
I think I do. I am feeling fine. Honestly, I don't remember why I'm here anymore. Anyways. Maybe I should just go back and get some rest.
Yeah, maybe. Go. I think it'd be fine. Just when you get a chance, go find Clias. He's been looking for you.
Oh, he has?
Yeah. No,
Do you know
yeah,
where he
no,
is?
he said he wanted you to help him out with. Well, we spotted one of the nearby towns has been getting hit pretty hard by phantoms, apparently.
That makes sense. Yeah, I'll go find him. I'm just gonna go maybe just take a short rest, maybe get some water in it. I'll do that. And I'll let you know how things go from there.
All right, yeah, let me know. I'm very curious about what it is, because I thought the town was clean, but if not, better safe than sorry, you know?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I won't let you down.
Alrighty.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
So far,
and
so good. Where do you go from here?
well, obviously, I'm gonna go down the stairs. I'm gonna go hit up the mess hall to grab some water, and then I'm gonna go find Clive's.
As you go to find Clias, the castle seems to shift slightly. It looked exactly as you remember it, and indeed very much what you had seen only a few days ago. Except it slowly shifts into a much more dark, damp, and just rather than these fine wooden floors and smooth stone is just gravel and cobblestone, very rough and not at all regal in any way.
Maybe I'm
That's
just,
when
maybe I do need a rest. I feel like my head is spinning.
As you say that to yourself, that's when Clias will catch you. There you are. Been looking
Oh.
for you.
Yeah, yeah, no. Yeah, that's what, Niles told me. Yeah, it's something about, like, a phantom attack in a nearby town, right?
Yeah. Really need to, look into that whenever we can. You ready to go now?
Yeah, no, it's fine, don't worry. Yeah, let's just go there right now. How far is it?
It's not too far. It's pretty close to the capital.
Okay, perfect. And hopefully this is gonna be, this isn't gonna be as, like, long.
No, it should be real quick.
Yeah, just cut and dry.
And as you all
Yeah, are
set
you ready?
off...
Yeah.
Oh, my bad.
No, don't worry, I was just asking him if he's ready, and yeah, we're setting off.
Yeah, he tells you, he nods, says he's ready, and the two of you head off. And the capital no longer, I mean, you just head right out the castle. The capital city isn't even there. And the stretching plains that you're used to is just dried up dirt, and you see bones sticking out. It all looks vaguely familiar, but you have no idea why off the top of your head. That is until you reach a rather familiar looking town in perfect condition. And there isn't even a single phantom to be found. In fact, there aren't even people around.
Huh. This is interesting. There's no one around. Should we go in deeper and check? Because normally there should be signs of phantoms attacking here, right?
When you turn to ask that, there is no one behind you.
What? Clyde?
And as you turn back to the town, you are greeted with the sight of the destruction that came when you were there.
So that wasn't a dream. It just felt so normal. Is there anyone here? I'm gonna go around and look. Like, obviously, I had to go back to the scene a few days ago, but is there anyone?
We will get back to you in a moment as
Okay.
we now go to Farfig.
Hi.
It's you.
Hi, Farfig. As you go through the door, you are in a dark hallway that very just leads to an open, sunny wooded area.
Do I recognize the region of this foresty area?
As a matter of fact, you do. This
Sweet.
is the woods near the outer woods of Rain.
I see. Farthing's just gonna casually approach the child. No, he's gonna casually draw his mace as he makes his way through the path.
As you make your way through, at first it all seems peaceful until you notice several young beast folk running away from the direction you're currently walking toward, screaming about phantoms and just generally panic.
Farthing's just gonna snort. Farthing will destroy these phantoms today. And just like charge forward. Just sprinting down the path.
And so you do, and you are greeted by an absolute horde of phantoms terrorizing a small little settlement in the forest. And as soon as you see them, they all turn to look at you.
Fools, you stand in the presence of the Farfig. Return to your graves, abominations! And charging, just charge straight into them, swinging the hammer as hard as I can.
And they all follow suit. They all charge towards you, ready to fight. And as you start just bashing your way through waves after waves of phantoms, it is rather easy. Like,
Feel the might of the Hell Reavers.
and then eventually one of the phantoms who has taken the form of an orc now comes to attack, swinging a very familiar hammer. Or was it a mace? Is it a mace or a hammer?
Well, it's a maul, but yes.
Okay. A very familiar mole, then, as you are now faced with a phantom Farfig.
What is this trickery?
It doesn't answer. In fact, it already kind of looks like it was literally freshly killed and came back. Hey, wait a minute.
Puny, insignificant phantom. You are merely a mockery of the Farfig. And just take another swing at him.
Yeah, it is still easy, very easy to uh, to take down these phantoms. However, just as they always do, their strength is in numbers, and now you're noticing more farfigs, and more farfigs, and more farfigs, all charging you, never ending.
Puny. Ah, fuck, I forgot the name. Puny phantoms. There is only one true Farfig. And I just activate my rage. And just go charging and screaming.
Alrighty. Yeah, no, you are now just absolutely just destroying the fake farfig. However, they just don't stop until eventually you are just shy of being literally buried in a mountain of fallen farfig.
Awesome. I mean, like, are they literally like piling on top of me? Could I like try and climb out of this
Yeah, they have
tile?
now started just literally. This is pretty much a kamikaze for them at this point.
Yeah, I mean, like, while I'm like, just swinging my hammer, I'm trying to like shove these corpses out of the way just so I can make room for more.
Very good.
It's turning into like Valhalla for Farfig. Just infinite
Aaron,
battles.
Oh, hello, it's me.
Aaron, as you enter the door, what you see is a stone, like a stony, gravelly path
Whew, that's friendly for
in a
my
dark
wheels.
cave.
It's a little less friendly. We're gonna head on in there, I guess.
The further you go in, the darker it gets for a while, until eventually a pale blue light shines in the distance.
Ooh. I am gonna light a torch real quick as well, just in case. On my way
You don't
down
have any
there.
torches.
What? Do I have my
No,
stuff?
you don't have any torches. That's silly.
Oh. Oh, you're right, I suppose. But where's my bag where I keep my torches then?
What bag? You just came in here on your own.
Oh. You know what? You have a good point. I don't know how I forgot about that.
No, I'm just being silly. Yeah, no, for some reason you don't have your bag with you.
Mm-hmm. Can't believe I got mugged.
Gaslighting. Gaslighting right at it. Anyway,
Nippy.
do you follow this pale blue light?
Yep.
As you do, it doesn't seem to be getting any closer. In fact, at one point, it quickly just darts off, and
Hey.
you're left at a fork between different paths of the cave.
What does each fork seem like? Just about the same?
Just about. However, if you were to look, one of them has a sort of purple hue to the rocks.
I don't like the color purple, so I don't know if I should go that way. So let's go the less purple way to start. Good chat, by the way. Good
Yeah,
chat.
apparently that's only my third least popular criminal version.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway.
I'm also gonna pop X since I have something. I'm gonna do a little
So you
bit.
go the non-purple way?
Yep, I'm also going to do a little bit of beckoning fire with elementalism to just get basically a small candlelight in my hand as I'm going forward.
All right. As you do, you feel a slight burning in your forehead.
Yeah. Stop that.
It doesn't.
Mm. I could deal with it.
But it's not unbearable. It's just a little obnoxious.
Yeah.
And eventually, you are met with the blue light again. A bit more vibrant and a more deeper blue until it runs off again.
Oh, so you want to race? I can do that. I could go real fast. And I'm gonna take off running.
And so you do, chasing after this light that is just barely out of reach, until once again you are met with a path choice. It looks almost the same as the one you were just at.
Mm-hmm.
The only way you could tell that it's different is that they're shaped differently. That's it.
Oh. But what shapes are they? This is an important question.
Natural cave shape.
Wow. I'm gonna go down natural cave shape B.
Purple or not purple?
Not purple.
And once again, the light comes into view. And once again, it is less pale and more of an electric blue now.
Oh. Not wasting any time, still just booking it.
This time, as you come to the exact same scenario, there are doors this time. Makeshift doors put over each way.
Mm-hmm.
And if you were to peek in, one way would be tinged purple and the other wouldn't.
Well, not going purple has gone well for me so far, so we're just gonna keep doing that for now until I'm presented with something that gives me heebie-jeebies otherwise.
Finally, you lose sight of the light entirely. But this is the only way you have to go. For once, there is no fork in the road. Until finally you see the light. And it is getting closer.
Okay, you there. You're gonna tell me your secrets about how to, like, get stuff in this library and save the world or whatever. I haven't seen any books here yet, so I'm feeling a little ripped off, you know? You're very conversive. I'm approaching rapidly.
As you do, you are finally met with a cave filled with blue crystals.
Whoa.
And oddly enough, they are almost the exact same color as the one sticking out of your forehead.
Oh, neat. This cave must have one heck of a headache then.
God damn it, Perry.
Well, I'll come back and help this nice cave later when I figure out how to deal with headaches. But for now, we're going further in, I guess.
As you say, does parents say that out loud?
Yep.
Good, because as you do, right after you do, voice rumbles through the ground. Is that all it is to you? A headache?
Oh, what?
Do you know what you carry?
I mean, I have my goggles, my gloves, I have my fists. These are really cool.
In your forehead.
My skull?
Why would your skull be in your forehead?
It's in my forehead. It's past my skin. Who are you? Why are you talking to me? I'm trying to get some books to, like, help save the world or something, so if you could, like, point me in the right direction, I'd like that.
So you came to a library for just books.
Well, and, like, knowledge and stuff, that's important. You seem to know a lot.
What knowledge are you looking for?
Well, we're trying to look for information on, like, why Gold Shorehold smells like phantoms and stuff. I don't know. I don't understand all the details, but it sounds pretty bad and dangerous, and I want to help them, so... yeah.
Trivial.
I like trivia.
Which is to say, unimportant.
I didn't ask for your opinion. I think it's pretty important.
And yet here you are in my cave.
Yeah, I'm not sure why they have a cave in a library, gotta be honest. Have you seen my friends? Did they come through here too?
You are a very simple child.
Okay. I guess.
You then hear the loud thuds as something approaches.
Cool.
And it is... Do you just stand there and let it approach?
Yep. Take a sit.
All right. Take a sit?
This one,
Pop a squat right there?
Yeah, just find a nice rock to settle my wheelchair on.
You are met with what appears to be a very large crystal.
You cut out. I just heard a very large crystal, so this is just a rock approaching me.
No, it's a very large crystal golem.
Oh, cool. Hi. My name's Perrin. Who are you?
I know.
Oh, cool.
I am here to see if you're even worth keeping what you have in skull.
Huh?
Did I cut out again?
No, that's just Perrin going, huh?
Okay. You truly have no idea what's in your...
I mean, not really. Like, all the doctors back with House Kinsey, they tried to, like, tell me what was wrong with me, but they kind of came up with not that much. Or they didn't want to tell me or something, I don't know. Man, I'm doing my best. I'm exploring the world and I'm helping all the people I can, so that's what I want to do. So I'm having a pretty good time. I don't care.
Then you won't mind if I take it back.
I think that my brain is in there, so I kind of mind.
Well, then in that case, all I can do is apologize.
Eh?
And it will raise its crystalline fist and just go to try and slam you.
I would like to touch.
Why don't you just go ahead and give me a quick athletics?
Could I justify acrobatics to nimbly?
Yes, you can.
All right, excellent. Because I have a bit much better acrobatics, so let's do that. Anything?
Aaron would acrobatically try.
Actually, I may have a better idea. Could I justify using a step of the wind with patient defense to dodge and disengage at the same time to just move out of the way?
Yeah, fuck it.
Yay! Eat that key point.
And it is with that we will now check on the first to go in. Hello.
Hello to you too.
Da-da-da-da-da-da.
There it is. The joke finally came. Go home, everybody. Hello, you find yourself in a marble floored passageway.
I'm kind of walking through slowly, kind of listening to the echo of my steps and enjoying it a little bit.
Yeah, it is pretty nice. Your feet echo very calmingly across the stone walls. And as you go, you are even greeted by lovely carvings in the stone, symbols of Luminia.
Oh,
The two open hands offering the sun.
um, is this on the floor or is this on a like a on the wall?
It's on the walls.
Um, I'm just gonna grab my holy symbol and start a small little prayer. Since I'm here,
Is it any specific type of prayer?
um, it might be a little more specific. Previously, I had just done like a protection kind of prayer, but now since it's like this feels like an official environment, I'll probably give something that's like more befitting of something that you would say in a temple. So maybe like some scripture.
As you are reciting these scriptures, the walls slowly start to crack along the symbol. And the more
I
you
will.
recite, the more they would crack.
Um, I will finish my scripture. About how damaged do they get?
Um, the entirety of the sun like reduced to a crescent.
Hmm. I'm gonna walk up and try and investigate it. Run my fingers across it, see what's up with it.
The moment you touch it, a sharp voice echoes in your mind, and at first it doesn't say anything specific. It's more just incoherent babble. But you make out the words death and champion.
Hmm. I suppose that's not unfamiliar. But why here of all places? I guess I guess the only thing left to do is try another scripture, see what happens if I keep going. What happens? What more do I see?
As you recite more and more, slowly the wall starts just to crumble away completely until a full passageway reveals itself, completely enshrouded in darkness.
Hmm. Well, I guess we're going in.
In you go, and yes, you cannot see a damn thing.
Even with dark vision?
Uh, even with dark vision. In fact, there's a moment where you think, why can't I see anything? I can see in the dark. What the? And the echoing voices from before, as if answering you, say, relying on the sight of your outdated gods.
Ooh. Interesting. To use my other senses? This is a strange trial to give me if you're asking me to prove faith. Faith is all I know.
And how deep does that faith run?
Uh, Deeper than any ocean and faster than any river. And that's more than just for my goddess.
Cute. What else is that for?
I've got far too much to live for. People I need to see again.
Gotta
And
start a new nation, gotta meet your son.
yeah, I've got a whole world ahead of me.
A world built on lies. And
Perhaps.
how long do you think it will be before the Phantoms return?
Not long. But it's not a matter of when, because they will come. And when they come, we'll stop them.
With the help of your precious gods again.
With them, and with each other.
And what if they don't show? What if they have finally abandoned?
Like I said, you're not going to shake my faith that easily. I've seen Helen back. And any word you speak, I know is untrue. I've seen the gods, and more importantly, I've seen the people I've fought alongside. Not only do I have them, but I have new people now. You can cast doubts, but I can promise you the Phantoms will not win.
Such hope in your voice. Such belief and faith. Hold on to that, little mortal. For it'll be all the sweeter when it's shattered.
Mortal. Are you suggesting you're not?
Perhaps not. Perhaps I am what the god. Think I just cut out. What
You
the hell?
did, but it's okay.
Fuck. Perhaps I am what the gods were truly meant to be. And all you see. Oh dear, what would be a good word for it? A reflection? No. More like a phantom.
You, a phantom?
Oh no, not I. I am, like I said, could be what the gods were always meant to be. And it is the phantoms you're now left with. The ones who will slowly, inevitably, consume your world.
Are you suggesting that the gods would lose to something as pathetic and weak as phantoms?
If I recall, they barely won.
Their battle was not on the mortal plane.
True. You really are unshakable, aren't you?
I just find it hard to find any reason to believe someone who's speaking from shadows. If all you sow is fear, then I will reap none of it.
I love when humans are brave. Or not humans, when mortals are brave. Very well. Proceed. Let's see if you are ready for whatever knowledge awaits you.
I will simply just not respond with that, and I'll just start walking forward in the darkness.
As you do, the darkness slowly gives way to a stone gray room with books very old, so old that they have rotted, and a single human man looking among them, trying to organize them.
Oh my goodness. How old is this man, you said?
Uh, he looks like he should have collapsed at least 100 years ago.
I'll just start with a soft hello.
Ah, someone finally made it. It'd been several years. Give me one moment. I am doing some organizing.
Oh, of course. Take your time.
He'll organize these clearly rotten books that have no more words on them. And then turn around, dressed in an old robe, and then just take a seat on an old stone chair. Ugh. Ah, very well. Thank you for being so patient.
Who does this man look like? Does he? You got a description?
Honestly, you just kind of look at him and he doesn't look like anyone. He is both familiar and completely stranger.
Hmm. So an absence of perceivability.
Yes.
Very interesting.
So, warrior of the gods, I suppose? Soldier
That,
of the sun?
that's me. Do you know that off the top of your head, or were you listening in?
Oh, I was reading in the books, you see. They told me you would be coming.
Oh, interesting. So I was right. There is the ability to see the future here.
Indeed. I vaguely caught wind of your conversation with Harpy. Very interesting. Along with your conversation with my master, which was also interesting to listen.
I see. So I take it the voice isn't actually just an illusion then.
No, my master is very real, very powerful. Perhaps more powerful than your god.
Interesting. An old god, perhaps?
Hmm. Sadly, no. But enough about that. Why do you seek me and my knowledge?
Well, there are many things that are without answers, at least none that are easy to get, that I guess we figured we could speed along finding answers to by coming to you.
I see. Your friends are still finding their way. I'm not even sure if they'll make it.
Was I lucky?
Hmm. Either lucky or perhaps blessed by your divine. Your precious sun goddess looking down on you, giving you her guidance.
So will the others make it?
Hmm. Perhaps, or perhaps not. But, at the very least, if they're anything like you, I doubt they'll fucking hell, please stop cutting out. At the very least, if they're anything like I doubt they'll be trapped in here forever.
Oh, oh dear.
They may just find their way back out into the light.
Well, that's interesting. I definitely was not told that some didn't return.
Oh, were you not? Well, perhaps some have returned. I don't particularly care what happens here and there.
Well, I suppose I won't bore you with the details then.
Yes, I'm, as you can see, surrounded by details. Go ahead, ask your questions.
All right. Um, Gosh, where to start? So many options in front of you that suddenly you get choice paralysis when it finally comes to you. I guess to start is the most important one. Why are phantoms coming back sentient?
A good question. Perhaps the phantoms are the next stage of mortal evolution.
Is that a sick joke?
No, just a possibility. My sense of humor is dry, albeit, but still not very present. But it is worth a thought, isn't it? You have phantoms like, oh, what's the girl's name? She is, at least, claims to be a benevolent sort, but she's a phantom. Perhaps that is indeed what she was meant to become.
I suppose that's not an impossible theory, but no. Sorry, there's the possibility does intrigue me, but I just don't see it as likely.
A fair answer. Then allow me to posit this to you. The idea that whoever set these phantoms in motion have enough power to rival your god.
So we're dealing with a new age, it sounds like.
Indeed. And it seems as though you wish to stop this new age.
If people are going to die, then yes. Especially if the alternative is being a slave. No soul deserves to be trapped in eternal torment.
Again, a fair answer. I'm not here to judge, simply to pass along information.
Now then, do you have a definitive answer, or are we just in theories about this?
Well, I was hoping you would ask a very specific question. After all, you found the book that would have... Well, not you, but your little owl friend found the book that would have given you the answer.
About the second generation?
Yes.
Well, I guess then what is the second generation?
The second generation. The gods you know were indeed first gods created. By what, we are uncertain, even I lack that knowledge. But those gods then tried to create gods themselves, as sort of their own children. This is far beyond the time. However, they were not happy with their children, the second generation of gods, so they tried to have them all wiped out, but I'm sure we all know that killing a god isn't that easy for a god. In short,
Interesting.
the second generation is the new gods that no one ever knows about because they were locked away in their own small world between worlds.
So they're still out there, just trapped.
Yes, only able to interact with the world for most at a time. Just like how my master decided to interact with you.
Interesting. How do they have enough power to be able to break the in-between and interact with the mortal plane?
You do remember when I used the word God, yes?
Yes, but even then, they were trapped by gods.
Indeed, and now, at the time of the Phantoms, there's this cell that they're in has weakened.
I see. So you're saying the wars with the Phantoms is their way of retaliating against their parents.
In a way, yes. Consider it the blood that was shed when they were sealed away. Now coming back to finally rebel against their parents, as you said.
And I suppose, having known nothing but pain, they would not understand the concept of, well, maybe not the concept, but they have little empathy for those that they are hurting in the way.
Indeed. For them, mortal suffering is just that. It is mortal, it's finite, it ends. And
But it's
whatever
not.
new world that they create, it will be, who knows, similar to this one, or perhaps something entirely different. One of the few things I don't have access to knowing.
The issue with that is that the pain isn't ending. The souls, they don't disappear, they're trapped.
Yes, an unfortunate side effects, but once they're free, the second generation will be free those souls in exchange. However, this is conjecture for me now. Like I said, my books do not offer insight into what comes after the New Age.
Interesting. What else can you tell me about this second generation?
I'm afraid, due to the nature of them, it is quite difficult to explain. They are similar to your gods, but more of just. More of branches of those that created them. For example, my master was created by the goddess of knowledge, and his domain is of secrets. Not just knowledge that is lost, but even just gossip among young children. That is my master's domain.
Interesting. So your master is also second generation?
Indeed.
Fascinating. Yet, despite the fact that he was born from the original gods, he did not seem to have much issue with me, at least personally, just because of my faith with Luminia.
Well, in all honesty, I don't think my master cares for Lumini, one way or the other. Now, on the other hand, if you were Echelon, my master would have much harsher words.
I see.
I will say the only god that I can never find fault with is Razirin, which is interesting since she's the goddess of war.
Hmm. Wait, did he say that he can't find any info on her?
Any fault with her? Like
Any fault with her?
yeah.
Now, not to be a skeptic.
Bless you,
Do you
Perrin.
know?
Why'd you sneeze? That's crazy.
Um, interesting. And do the rest of the second generation tend to, I suppose, not disdain her?
Usually she's met with begrudging respect or outright fear.
Interesting. Perhaps one of the few that can actually go on par or maybe even above the rest?
Perhaps, although that begs a question even I don't have the answer to. Why did she not leave the fight? Excuse me. Why did she not lead the fight against the Phantom when the gods decided to join the mortal?
I suppose there's a ton of theories for that. I mean, she is the god of war. It could be possible that she was thriving off of it. Staying neutral allows her to, I guess, reap the benefits of both sides.
Perhaps. Give me a moment while the DM checks their notes because they might have forgotten something. What, did I say that out loud? Sam was here? I didn't see Sam. Where was Sam? Oh, Jackson, okay. Alright, hang on. Okay, I need to remind myself. Who, when were you? Okay. Okay, cool. Yeah, wrong. Yeah, Sam's right. But yes, it is interesting. A very possible theory, although in the previously most brutal war. Yeah, in the previously most brutal war. Yes, thank you. I'm tired. In the previous most brutal war, when her brother was killed, that was when she perhaps gave the world one of the most powerful artifacts.
Interesting. And that would be?
Wait, are you serious?
No, I'm doing a clarifying question. I know that it's obviously the sword from
Oh no,
Farfig's
I mean,
review.
no, like the man is asking. The old man is asking if you're serious.
Okay, all right. Uh, and I'll just like throw up some hands and say, "Hey, there's some pretty important artifacts out there."
That's true. Oh dear, but why should I even tell you what it is? You're not entirely sure which one it is.
I assume it's the one that literally is named after her blood. So,
Her tears, yes. There was Erin's tears. Out of character. On her blood.
oh, I did. Oh, okay. I mean, is that the name of the sword? I thought it was the Sword of War.
Oh no, the Warblade is something different. The Razirin's Tears is, if you check the lore sheet I gave everyone, after Krasirin's death, Razirin sealed herself in a massive cave where she could cry without anyone seeing her. Her tears, beautiful gleaming blue crystals.
Oh, oh,
Oh, hey,
oh
Perrin,
my
how are you
goodness.
doing?
Oh, oh. So she made these crystals.
Indeed. They weren't named Razirin's Tears for no reason.
I suppose that makes sense. But what do I do with this information? Do I assume that they're a secret to solving the Phantom March?
Perhaps. I will tell you this, though. They are one of the few things that can definitively kill or any godlike creature. Fuck. They are one of the few things in this world that can kill a god or a godlike creature.
Fascinating. That this is the one few thing that possesses that power, and it's produced from a god. I suppose that makes sense, but how did they manifest that much power?
Through her grief and rage, even she herself sometimes couldn't touch them. Once she was done avenging her brother, the crystals would no longer work for her the way they were supposed to.
And out of curiosity, these tears, what do they look like?
he's gonna do a little chuckle. Picture a vibrant blue, almost perfectly crystalline, unless for some reason it's been broken apart.
And maybe attached to something?
Well, I'll be honest, throughout all of the knowledge I have gathered, seeing it, say, stuck in somebody's skull, I was sure it would have killed them. But no, it didn't.
Interesting.
It's a good thing it's not stuck to an idiot.
Would it be spoilers to know why? Is that too much knowledge to pry about?
Why your friend didn't die?
Or perhaps maybe why it was his fate to carry such a scary thing on his face?
Unfortunately, unfortunately I can't tell you that one, but what I can tell is that someone, an entity who likely thrives on disrupting fate, intervened and changed things.
Well, the dreams are starting to make a bit more sense now.
Yes, you were looking for answers to that, weren't you?
Yeah. But wait, like, okay. So Perrin has a weapon in his forehead that is capable of killing a god.
Yes and no. That's a very unhelpful answer. The thing with that is, it's broken, and they aren't supposed to break.
I suppose that is a bit of relief on my part.
Genuinely. Because, with all due respect to his strength, his intelligence is lacking.
I'm more so worried that if he tries to use it on something, he'll kill himself.
Oh, that's still very much a possibility, but that crystal is much less powerful than what it could be.
Understood.
Now then, I believe that should at least help you in the... Fuck, I cut out. That should at least help you in the meantime. I have much more sorting to do.
Of course. But do you mind if I ask one last question? Just a quick one.
Sure.
Where should we go next?
An excellent question. I believe the answer to that is in the one place I don't have any access to whatsoever.
Oh. And that would be?
Judging by your tone, I think you know exactly where that...
How the hell am I supposed to get to a world in between worlds?
Oh, goodness, I wasn't thinking that at all. I was thinking about somewhere that The goddess of knowledge herself, locked away, that even she wishes to forget, and etc., etc.
So back up the map.
Indeed. Although, telling your king about this second generation of gods potentially trying to break through wouldn't hurt either.
That's also a very keen. Yeah. All right. I suppose the order does not matter yet. Thank you again.
However you wish to do it. I'm sorry, what'd you say?
I said thank you again.
You are indeed welcome. Hopefully I won't have to see you or your friends soon. But as welcome as I suppose my master allows.
I suppose I will only wish not to show up if you do not wish it. Get you some good rest. It looks like you've got plenty more work to do.
Oh, only a few more millennia, I'm sure.
I'm sure. Now, which way's the exit?
He'll stand up, walk back towards the shelves, and just wave a hand by. And the stone wall will just kind of very fluidly open itself up into a new passage.
And you know what? I say as I'm like getting towards the exit. I never got your name.
Oh, I haven't had a use for a name in several thousand years. My master simply calls me the bookkeeper.
The bookkeeper. Got it. And I'll just carry on.
All right. All right. So, with that scene done, as much as I really do want to go through everybody's little suffer and succotash, Farfig being buried under himself, Perrin talking to a giant crystal monster that I'm sure has nothing to do with anything we just learned.
Nuh-uh.
Poor Cassius being Holmes, sort of.
Home sweet home or whatever.
I feel bad for Cassius.
Bad, sweet, bad home.
And Amaz torment is on the horizon as well, as she is
Yeah.
faced with her past.
Yeah.
However, it is almost midnight for me, and I am getting